Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to film this video because I honestly haven't done one of these in a long time, and I don't know, I feel like it's a really good way to start off the year and kind of set the habit of my reading practice and making reading fun again. But I'm excited to get the year started off with a little reading vlog. So today I am going to be reading Top 10 by Katie Cotugno. This is my first read of 2025 and that's very exciting because it's a fun one. I will say, like, I've been in the mood for something really light and sweet. I don't know, I just kind of want to kick my feet up and be like, oh my god, this is so cute. And I feel like this book is gonna help me do that. Actually, my last read of 2024 was Last Call for Love by Rebecca Crane, and that was like kind of lighthearted and cute. I mean, it had heavy stuff in it, but it was like lighthearted and cute. And I don't know, I'm like still in the mood for that. So we are going to be reading Top 10 by Katie Cotugno. I actually started this already 2 days ago, but then I haven't picked it up since. Hence why we're going to be doing a reading vlog, because it'll help me actually like commit to the book and get far enough into it that I can't put it down. So but so far, the tea has been steaming hot, I think. The book follows two best friends, Ryan and Gabby. Gabby is like kind of introverted, she has social anxiety, and Ryan is a super popular hockey guy. Everybody loves him, everybody knows him, but these two happen to be best friends. And yeah, at the beginning of the story, they're having their graduation party, and Ryan seems to be kind of like grappling with some of the feelings that he has had for Gabby, but hasn't wanted to tell her because they're best friends, and like, I don't know, that could like throw everything off kilter or whatever. But they end up kind of having this moment, or well, he ends up kind of professing some of these feelings, and well, I mean, he kisses her, so I guess that's the profession, I don't know. And they hook up, and after that, it kind of goes south because they're leaving for university and they're going to school in two different places, and she doesn't really want anything to commit to. Also, with his reputation, she's like, I don't think you'll take me seriously, so no. And he is personally offended because he's like, bro, I haven't taken anyone seriously because it's just been you. But of course, there are things that are kind of lost in translation and just not communicated. So yeah, that's kind of where things ended off, and now they're in their respective university worlds, and I'm assuming that they don't really talk. I don't actually know whether they're still pretty close or not, so I'm gonna find it out obviously by reading, which I'm going to do now. So far, I'm really enjoying this. Katie Cotugno is one of those contemporary romance authors that I find a lot of just like calm reading. I don't know, I feel like her descriptions are just so nice. Like, she's a very descriptive writer and doesn't just want to capture like the moment between people, but wants to capture the space, and I just like the language that she uses to do that. And so I have enjoyed reading other books by her. Well, I've read one or two other books by her, and I'm enjoying this so far. So let's get into reading. I actually just filmed this, and then I discovered that it did not film. So here we are, me rehashing, but feeling a little bitter because I feel like the last take was perfect. I said all I needed to say. It just felt good, but now we're redoing it. And anyway, just a little book update on Top 10. I honestly didn't get very far in this. Like, I'm just past the 100-page mark, and I feel like my reading has slowed down significantly. Like, I used to sit for 2 hours and I felt like knock out a decent amount of pages, but now I feel like, I don't know, like I've slowed. Maybe it's in my head. But anyways, what I've read so far. So when I was talking about this book earlier, I kind of mentioned that like after the little debacle at the beginning with the two of them kind of like hooking up, and then it was like the question of, are they friends, are they not friends, and then they go to the freshman year of college. that was my mistake. I thought it was freshman year of college, and then I realized that it actually jumps back in time to the inception of their friendship. And so we're in the freshman year of high school, and we're seeing how they become friends, and then from there, like, the progression of what that friendship has looked like, which is honestly so freaking cute. Like, I have to say, reading from Ryan's perspective is really just, is everything for me, because it's giving very much I've been in love with you since the day I met you, and like all this pent up emotion and feeling, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so wholesome. It's very puppy love-ish for me. Anyways, I'm enjoying this so far. I'm gonna put it down and then pick it up again in the morning. Also, I'm getting lunch with friends, so, and I plan on taking transit there, so I'll probably be reading on transit. I'm signing off for the night, so yeah. Full transparency, I have not read since the last clip, which is bad because it's Sunday night. Yeah, let's do some reading. Okay, I'm like holding this up quickly because I just wanted to say, like, I am currently reading this chapter, and I don't know, this just made me laugh so much. Like, they're trying to get back to their town because one of the characters' dads is an asshole and abandons them, and they like show up at the bus station, and he's literally like, the Albany bus station was a little like what Ryan imagined the seventh circle of hell would be like. And I don't know why, but I find that incredibly funny. Like, I've been laughing for like the last 10 minutes. I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. It's, you know?
People I've never met. There's things in this town I'd rather forget.
Stupidly cute.
But I just keep on moving. There's no point
Like,
losing.
just in case you cannot see how cute that is.
Oh, I just keep on proving. Oh, my lovely baby.
Annie. Tell us, what did you get?
I got this, what did I get again? Ham swish croissant. Guys, why is it flat?
Okay, what are we reading?
Okay, we are reading Heaven Official's Blessing.
Very cute.
It's a Chinese down here, as it says right there. Anyways, what's the point of this book? In other words, the main character, he's drawn into a plot by the people in heaven. He has ascended heaven 3 times and then fell 3 times. Yeah, they're out to get him.
Why is he falling?
Because he likes to oversabi. He likes to ignore the humans too much. Because obviously when you ascend, you're supposed to be above. But the other people, he doesn't think himself as above because he started as a human. So every time he falls, it's always because of the humans. Yeah, so this time now, he's just trying to, you know, settle down. Because as a god, then you're supposed to have people like worship you and give you blessings and offerings and stuff. But because he failed, he has nobody, so he has built his own shrine by himself.
That's kind of
He's this one mysterious guy. So that's what starts the plot of the book. This first book, anyways, is he meets the guy. Now, the guy, spoiler alert, is the Ghost King. Don't need any more
Wait,
spoilers.
how do you know if you haven't read the book?
I read the book.
Oh.
Let me show you a picture from the book to end this. Let me show you my favorite picture from the book. This is my favorite picture in the book. Don't ask me what they're doing, but this is my favorite picture.
It's like he's eating her hands.
I finally finished reading Top 10 by Katie Categno, and I thought I would do like a final end of reading vlog wrap up because I don't know, I feel like I've been reading this book for 20 years. But we're done and I have things to say. Also, I wrote my first review of 2025. I have finished my first book of 2025. This somehow feels like a milestone, so celebrating. I already ran through the synopsis of the book and I've talked a little bit about what I've liked so far, so I'm not going to go over too many things. I did want to say that in the end I gave this book a 3.5 star rating. I was teetering between a 3.25 and a 3.5, but I ended up giving it a higher rating just because at no point in the book did I ever feel like I don't like this story. I felt like at times it was a little bit slow or I wasn't as like interested. But never was I like, I don't really like this. And that would have just pushed it a little more towards a 3.25. But I did like the narrative structure. I talked about how I really enjoyed the fragmented nature of the story. At the end of the story, I realized what I cared about most was the individual characters and their friendship. Ryan and Gabby both had a lot going on in their lives. Abby is she's like a very anxious individual, and we can kind of see the escalation of her anxiety throughout the story and at various points how it kind of spikes. In other ways, it was very much like I have so much empathy for her because her struggle with anxiety was like very serious. And then Ryan also had his own like health challenges and it was really scary. There's a book that I read 2 years ago that was talking about some of the health issues that come with being an athlete. And it was really heartbreaking for me to read that, and reading about Ryan's experience actually kind of gave me flashbacks to that book. And so my heart went out to both of these characters as individuals, but then also seeing how they were each other's crutches through most of the story was just so beautiful. And I don't want to spoil how the book ends, but I don't know, I feel like I have kind of neutral feelings about where they end up and what they resolve or don't resolve with regards to like their relationship. But I thought it was a beautiful story overall, and yeah, just like who they are to each other at the end of the day it was just really beautiful to me. I feel like I keep saying that, but that's the word that's coming to mind. If I had any critiques about the story, I would say that at times Gabby's communication was very poor or like infuriating in terms of like someone is communicating something to her and then she takes it one way. And I know her issue, like her struggle with anxiety plays a role in that, but at times I felt like it was overdone and like everything was blamed on her being an anxious person. And I didn't really like that. And I'm not sure if that's because I'm like, I don't have this level of debilitating and crippling anxiety, so I can't really speak to the way that that manifests in her life. But also I feel like sometimes mental health and mental illness can be used to justify certain types of behavior that it shouldn't. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that. At the end of the day, I thought it was a really great story and I enjoyed reading it. And I'm now ready to start my next book, 2025. So thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Editing it back, I was like, bro, I'm singing, I'm giggling. There's a lot going on in this video. So if you made it this far, big ups to you, hugs and kisses, and I'll see you guys in my next video.